Welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night.
Get them in your lineups. Get them in there. And let's go get this money.
Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. What's up? What's going on? What's happening? This is your boy, the DFS Jerusalem. You can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about what happened last night, what's going on, what we got looking forward to. We do have a 7-game slate on deck, and it was a tumultuous day in the DFS community, to say the least. If you didn't stack the killer bees last night, this year, you're probably not going to get to the money in your NFL joint. And if you didn't stack the Houston and New Orleans game, it's going to be really hard to really do some damage in tournaments as well. But, you know, something that we got to talk about, bro, something that we got to talk about is this late swap shit. Like, we got to talk about this late swap fiasco. Today was one of the worst. And, you know, it didn't even hit me as hard as it hit a lot of my constituents and just a lot of people in the DFS community in general, bro. Like, if you go, you go check out Twitter and you fucking, you look at, you just hashtag late swap. And you will see countless regular guys like pissed, livid because of what we've been seeing with these sites. And I said something. I let them know that you know we should never feel this helpless with the money that we put into this shit, man. We should never feel like, oh man, like as soon as it starts, it's over. We should never feel like this. And there's just so many people. Just pleading with DraftKings, pleading with FanDuel, and people think draft is better, but drafting is no better. I mean, yeah, to get you in, they refunded some shit a couple of times maybe, but the late swap still can't. There's still no real late swap on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only site that offers late swap in their best contest is Yahoo. And I'm gonna increase my usage. I'm gonna pay. It's a $1 entry in the 400 to the best, and it's multi-entry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the best it has to offer. Is that good? I mean, can we use it? Can we get over there and play? Of course we can, and I will. I definitely will. I played a lot of this last year too, and did well actually. So we're gonna get back. We're gonna get back into Yahoo, man, because you know, benefit. Who does not having late swap benefit? Now, if you've been playing DFS for the last few years, especially if you've been playing with us, you know they had late swap. And I really felt like it was a benefit to people that went out their way to get the information and to pay attention and study and the grit and grind. Like, those are the people that really benefited from having late swap, right? Well, then their thing was they wanted you to get more time with your family. They wanted you to be, you know, they wanted you to set it and forget it. Okay, so what they did was, you know, they stopped the late swap, and that sucked immediately, automatically. And I'm telling you who not having late swaps benefits. Regular guy like you and I. Like tonight, I had 10 lineups. I had 10 lines tonight. On all my lines, I had 10 of them. Let me show you. Okay, so I had 8 contests, 16 live entries, 16 lineups. Some of those were NFL. Some of those were NFL. So I had 10 NBA lineups. This was my very best NBA lineup up to this point, and it had the little Gallinari in it. And I'm at 283 with Gallinari left to go. So that lineup in my $5 single entry was really set to cash and to do well. There's a good chance this lineup might not even cash. I might get run down. right? So who does not having late swap benefit? Bro, it benefits the Sharks. It benefits the multi-max enter guys. It benefits the guy that has 150 lineups because he can make so many different lines that groups of the lineups that he makes are not going to be affected by the injury. Some aren't. Well, my night is done. Like my night is done. If I have one guy that gets ruled out, I'm done, and that's fucked up and it's whack. And I think they're not looking at their business model as a long term thing. They're not looking at their business model as a long term thing because I can tell you here at the sweatshop, we band together. We are one group. We're like a team, and a lot of people are getting into DFS because of groups like this one, groups like Fantasy Phenom, groups like Wise Take, people like Cam ATL built the following, people like the homie Gundecker, Vaughn and Statman, all of those people, they provide a service. We all provide a service for people, give them a solid place where they can discuss fantasy sports and honest, real shit. Like everybody, all of us do that. And it's kind of bad that we can get together and make all those moves and then just have it all go to shit. Even the DFS 5-pack, Ryan Kostrowski, like a bunch of us, and it kind of sucks that we all know what the remedy to the situation is. We can get DraftKings, FanDuel, we can get you more players if we can continue to let people know that it's cool and they can come in and they can play and they can win money and we can teach them how to play and it can be fun for everybody. We can get you more players. Make it fair. Put the late swap back in the mix. There's no way you're playing DraftKings or FanDuel if you're not able to late swap. You deserve to lose your money if you're playing a game and you can't be attentive to it. You see what I'm saying? So if that's what you're thinking, if that's the problem that you got to cater to the Sharks and to the max enter guys, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So, hey, the homie Jonathan Adams is okay. Yeah, they're not gonna play. Yeah, McGee's not getting played because it ended up. Yeah, Jordan Bell ended up getting the start. Jordan Bell ended up getting that start. So it was a rough day for a lot of folks, man. It really was. So tonight's Snowflake of the night is actually DraftKings. Use a motherfucking Snowflake with your Snowflake ass. And guess what? I'm taking my shit over to Yahoo. I'm gonna be playing some Yahoo. I'm not saying I'm done with DraftKings. Of course, I'm still gonna play some more, but I'm gonna play other sites as well. Like really, I was initially completely just straight DraftKings, maybe a little FanDuel here and there, but I'm gonna be venturing out. I tried Draft. I didn't really like it very much, but I'm gonna go over to Yahoo, man, and play a larger amount of volume over on Yahoo as well. So I'm definitely gonna be taking a few of y'all with me. Those that wanna get. And the funny shit, Brad brings up, the funny shit about it is Brad says that DK did a write-up on Draymond and talked about how he's playing tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. David Russell says they make more in the long run off the little guys, and we are the ones that get fucked. Yep. That is so right, bro. That is so right. That is so right. So let's go ahead, man. Chop it up. We're gonna be looking at this 7-game tape. We've got first game we've got is gonna be the Atlanta Hawks going to Cleveland and take on the Cavaliers. You got LeBron at 11-8. You got Jay Crowder 3-7. J.R. Smith at 3-9. Looks to be somebody that could be in a good spot here. Now you got to remember, we're going to get the homie back today. Today, we're going to get Tristan Thompson back. They said he was a game-time decision, but he should be there. And I don't see him coming back and getting a straight-up full-on workload. I don't see that happening. Now, if Love is out, that's definitely going to open up the gates for guys like Channing Frye. Let's see what it says about him. Love, he sat out Saturday with the hip soreness. Remember, that was a late scratch as well. So if he sits out again, that's going to open it up for guys like Jeff Green. It's going to open it up for Channing Frye. But he could play. He's going to be a game time decision. He could play. He could play. LeBron always in play at 11.4. We know how bad the Atlanta Hawks have been against the small forwards position. Now, one thing that I do want to note here is that we can't predict blowouts. We cannot be in the business of predicting blowouts. We can't do that. It's just so tough with the way the NBA is set up now and scratches and people not playing. So it's just tough to say, yo, we can't play any Cavs or Hawks, so we got to fade this game because this game is going to blow up. Because it very well may not. So J.R. Smith, I kind of like him at 3.9. LeBron James, 11.8 looks to be in play for us. Maybe some Dwayne Wade, Jeff Green at 4.4 looks to be a guy that we might be able to play. On the other side, Dennis Schroeder, 7.6, very cheap price on Schroeder. And the beautiful thing about Schroeder, bro, is he's gonna play. He's gonna play 30 minutes regardless of the game. If they're getting the doors blown off of him, he is still gonna get his 30+ minutes. He's a guy that I like. Kent Bazemore, 5.3. We know that we've seen the Cleveland Cavaliers struggle defensively against shooting guards. That is in part to J.R. Smith and how bad he is as a perimeter defender. So I think Bazemore is going to be in play here. Ersan Ilyasova, 5'2", looks to be usable in this spot. He had a very solid game out last time. I wouldn't have an issue there. They're going to need Marco Bellinelli to come off the bench and shoot the ball well if they plan to stay in this game. So that could be a decent look there. Jeremy Lass says the only way to get DK or FanDuel to take us serious about late swap is to flood the late swap games. I avoided the landmines tonight, but I'll be moving my action to the late swap contest. And don't get me wrong, Jeremy Ladd brings up a very good point. There are late swap contests. DraftKings does have late swap contests. The problem is, well, the problem that some of us would see that for is that those just don't have huge. They don't have huge buy-ins. They don't have huge returns on those lineups. And I'll get it. I'll show you. Let's just say that we wanted to jump in something for. I'm going to give you a look at the DraftKings games just so you can take a look at it. So let's okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the lobby, and we're gonna get into some NBA, and I'm gonna show you exactly what it is. Late swap. All right, so they have this 7-game joint with a late swap, right? So these would be the contests, the late swap contest. The total prize. Okay, the biggest one is 30 grand, right? But you got to pay 10K to get in the shit. So let's say you want like a $4 entry, 400. Like that's just nobody wants to play that shit, bro. Late swap. Okay, $1, $300 total prizes. Like nobody wants to play that shit. This whole thing is about us like getting to the money, and that's really not it. You know what I'm saying? That's really not it. That's pathetic, bro. These shits are pathetic, and I don't even want to play that shit. I'll just play Yahoo first before I play those. You know what I'm saying? So of course, I mean the action is still going to be there for us. We're still going to be playing. Some nights we're going to avoid those landmines. The way I kind of did tonight, I had out of 10 lines, I had 2. I had one with Draymond, and then I had one with Draymond and Gallinari. So pretty much I avoided it, and I'm going to make some money tonight. I'm going to make a couple $. On FanDuel as well. I had Gallinari in one line, and I had Draymond in one, but I had 7 lines on FanDuel. So I'm going to make some money. It's not really it's not affecting me to the point to where I'm losing. I'm going to lose and not have a profitable night, but it's affecting a lot of other people. That's why it kind of rubs me the wrong way. So and then let's move on to the next game. We got Denver and Detroit. Still going to be missing Nikola Jokic here. Paul Millsap, of course, is going to be out. Malik Beasley's a game time decision. The injury notes from the Nuggets side. On the Detroit side, they look to be pretty healthy, ready to go, with the exception of John Lure. Give me Drummond here, man. 9.4. I know that's priced up, but Drummond at 9.4 looks to be good, man. We've got a 208.5 point total with the Detroit Pistons at the crib. I kind of like to play them when they're at home. I want to take a look at Andre Drummond, his home road joints, and see exactly what we can look at here. At the crib, 25, 37, 35, 21, 35, 54. Away, 62, 41, 70. Good Lord. He's yo, Drummond is money at the crib. Away. He is good away. And he had a 53-point game against them last year in a 34. We have to rethink that, man. But see, Drummond is being used a little bit differently this year. He's at the top of the key, getting assists, a lot of pick and roll where he is not just the roll guy. He's, so that's kind of tough. But I still like him, though. Tobias Harris, 6.6. Yeah, I like that. Reggie Jackson, of course. I'm big on Reggie Jackson and Avery Bradley tomorrow. I like those guys a lot. Those would be my favorite players from Detroit. Jackson and Bradley, I really like those guys. That's going to be nice. Maybe some Ish Smith off of the bench at 3.8. Remember, it's only a 7-game slate. Will Barton at 7.4. I mean, I could get there. Yeah, I can get there. Gary Harris at 6.7. He's probably going to be covered by Avery Bradley. Well, actually, Avery Bradley's a pretty good on-ball defender, as is Gary Harris. So I may be able to take a look at him as well. Jamal Murray at 5.5. He looks to be usable, and maybe I can hit up Wilson Chandler at 4.4. That looks to be a solid play as well. Then we got Kenneth Reed off of the bench at 5.2. Moutier 4.4. I would rather play Moutier than Murray, though, in this matchup. Because you give me Moutier coming off of the bench against the second team, I would rather take that one than Jamal Murray. So I'm going to, I'd rather have Moutier than Murray in the spot. Next game we got is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers going to New York to take on my New York Knicks. This is a 212-point total. We got the Knicks being favored by 3.5 points. Look at that. My Knicks as a favorite. And right off the bat, bro, Kristaps Porzingis jumps off the page to me. Let's take a look and see what he's been doing home and away. His home splits, last game at home, 52. 52, 28, 3. That's the one he got hurt in. 35, 46, 43, 38. Okay, good. He's pretty decent at the crib. Not bad on the road as well. I like him here. Drummond ain't at the Palace no more, so every game is on the road technically. Right. All right, so Kristaps at 8.5. Yes, that's usable. You can't give me some Cantor at 6.4. A very gifted offensive player is going to give up a lot of points on defense, but it's all good. Yo, Brook Lopez is so soft, bro. That's going to be nice. Courtney Lee at 5.7. I don't really love that. Jarrett Jack 4.5. He is usable in this matchup. I think he is usable. Frank Nitti at 3.6 look to be usable as well. Yo, give me some KCP on the other side at 5.5. I kind of like that one. Lonzo at 6.6 could definitely be in play for us. And, of course, Brandon Ingram at 6.7 is one of my favorite plays on the Lakers side. We're going to see some Kyle Kuzma at 5.3. Looks to be pretty priced up. And then, Julius Randle's going to come off the bench and provide that spark. This could be like the stat game. This could definitely be the stat game for us. Because people are not going to love playing the Lakers here. Or the Knicks either, for that matter. But these teams are good enough to score points, but they're bad enough to allow each other to score even more points. You see what I'm saying? So I like this game. Next game we got is going to be the Washington Wizards going to Brooklyn to take on the Nets here. Of course, we still have John Wall. He is a game-time decision. I'd have to learn a lot about Wall to play him. John Wall practices Monday. He's uncertain for Tuesday. He went through a full practice, but his availability for Tuesday's game against the Nets remains unclear. And then a report did come out that it stated in the report that Bradley Beal was going to be even more aggressive. It was going to continue to stay aggressive as John Wall returned, kind of to take some of the pressure off of John Wall. And honestly, it's been going the other way in years past, because we know Bradley Beal, he had been suffering with that stress fracture for a couple of seasons, man, and it really limited him. Like, there was some spots where he was only getting like 20 minutes a game. He was so limited a lot of the last 2 seasons, and now that he's developed his full strength and he's good to go, some of that may have broken John Wall down too. The way they had to lean on him because Bradley Beal was just so frail, man. But I think this could definitely be a spot where Bradley Beal shows up. 8.6. I like that. I think he's going to have John Wall assisting the basketball a lot if he does play. And if not, then there's no Wall, so his usage goes through the roof. We love to attack the Brooklyn Nets at the center spot, and I think Marcin Gortat at 5.2 is a decent way to do that. Otto Porter 7.2. He is in play for me as well. Kelly Oubre Jr. at 4.7. If there's no Wall and Oubre's the first guy off of the bench, I'm gonna like that. I think we could definitely use that. On the other side, now this team does look a little bit different. We have yet to really figure out what Jahlil Okafor's role is going to be here. Does he just play immediately? Does he take over for Tyler Zeller and play immediately? Probably not. Probably not. But I can tell you, Spencer Dinwiddie at 6'1" is definitely a play that I'm going to be using. I love Dinwiddie here in this matchup tomorrow. I really do. Tyler Zeller, no. Karis LeVert at 5'6" could be in play for us here, coming off of the bench here. And maybe this is damn. They need to get D'Lo back. They need to get D'Angelo Russell back, man. But yeah, give me LeVert, give me some Dinwiddie, and I'm not too sure about. I don't really love anybody else. I really don't. 212 is the total, with only a 3-point differential going in favor of the Washington Wizards here. Next game we got is going to be the San Antonio Spurs going to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. LaMarcus Aldridge, 8-3. He's had some. I think he's had some really decent games against them. Let's take a look. Yeah, man, just dropped 61, 48 before that. This is a lock and load. Go ahead and drop him in your spirit, man. Get that done. I love LaMarcus Aldridge. Unless Casey, well, if he doesn't get popped, I think he's definitely in play. Rudy Gay, 5'8". Yes, that's a play that I'm definitely going to be looking at as well. Kawhi Leonard probably will. He probably will play. He might get Kawhi Leonard back. He's looking like a game time decision here. And if I don't see him coming back and playing 30 some odd minutes. I really don't see that happening. I really don't. Let's take a look. Leonard has been upgraded to probable for Tuesday's games against the Mavericks. Leonard was able to take part in Monday's practice and must have felt good following it, as the Spurs are now listing him as a probable starter for Tuesday's contest. Look for Leonard to ultimately go through pregame warm-ups before a final decision is made. Though it all goes as planned, he should make his season debut. Leonard will likely take his starting small forward spot back right away, but knowing the Spurs, it's a typical conservative approach. It wouldn't be surprising if we saw some significant restrictions in his first few games back. And I would tend to agree with that. I would tend to agree with that. So LaMarcus Aldridge looks good. Maybe some Rudy Gay probably could be coming off of the bench in place of Kawhi Leonard getting that start. I think that hides Rudy Gay some at 5'8". People are not going to want to play him. And I think I can get some exposure there. Who is starting at point guard? I mean, you got Tony Parker, who is a game time decision. He did sit out the last game. I think he does come back. Parker will be. He was sidelined Saturday. I think he will come back and play in this one. And of course, Paul Gasol. He also sat out as well. Let's check out some news on him. He was just rested, so he might play as well. On the other side, you got Harrison Barnes at 6'3". Don't really love that. I don't like any of this shit really. Keebler for the low at 3'6" could be in play. Maybe some JJ Barea 5.1. Aside from that, I don't love that one. This is going to be an extremely low total too. Next game we got is going to be the Philadelphia 76ers going to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves here. We should get Joel Embiid back. I don't think there was a significant injury for him. The back just tightened up a little bit. He's listed as questionable for Tuesday's game against the Timberwolves. Keith Pompey reports this from the Philadelphia Inquirer. He was a late scratch and really pissed off a lot of people. And I gotta tell you, there's just a few guys that you gotta understand, man. Those guys can easily be scratched, man. Him, fucking AD, like that just happens to those guys, man. So Ben Simmons 9'8", definitely a play that I'm gonna be considering. I think JJ Redick at 5'4" is definitely a play I'm going to be considering. Dario Saric at 5'7". I kind of like that. Robert Covington, man, that's a guy I really want to see Robert Covington on the court. Let's take a look and see what his status is. He's listed as questionable for Tuesday's matchup. Okay, cool. He did sit out Sunday with a bruised back. Now, he was originally doubtful, but he was upgraded to questionable. So it's a good chance he can see the court. Karl-Anthony Towns, regardless of the situation, no matter what happens, no matter who's in, who's out, give me some of that Karl-Anthony Towns. I think Jeff Teague at 6'5" is very interesting. I do like him in the spot. He's got to bounce back from that mediocre performance we saw from him last time out. Only 19, but 35 before that against the Clippers. So I think he's in a really solid bounce back spot here. Taj Gibson at 6K looks to be usable as well. And even Andrew Wiggins at 6K looks to be usable. I don't want to pay up that much for Jimmy Butler, bro. I just don't. I really don't. And a lot of that depends on if Covington is playing. Because if Covington, this could be a stack. It could be like a Minnesota stack day. It really could. Next game we got, and the last game on the slate, is going to be the Phoenix Suns going to Sacramento to take on the Kings. 209-point total, with the Kings giving up 4.5 at home. Zebo, where he's from, the bullies get bullied, and I definitely think you can use him at 7.1. The price is up on him, but he's definitely usable. Buddy Hield at 5'6". I wouldn't have an issue getting behind that. De'Aaron Fox, a player I absolutely love for the cheap at 4.7. Willie Cauley-Stein, he has been out, I think, the last couple of games. Let's take a look at, well, he's estimated to return today, actually. He took part in practice Monday, and he's going to be a game-time decision for the Suns. And if he does play, priced at 5.3, he could be usable. So I'm going to highlight him as a game-time decision. TJ Warren at 6'9", yes, I can get behind that. We already know Devin Booker is going to be out, so that means Josh Jackson at 4'3" is definitely going to be in play. Maybe some Tyson Chandler at 4'5" is a guy that we can use. But this is a carousel. We've got to understand. We got to understand. Greg Monroe at 5K, Allison at 4.5, Tyson Chandler at 4.5. We got to figure out exactly how that rotation is going to be working. So this is a good one, man. Charles Jarvis says, remember, we're not sleeping on Jimmy. Yo, Jimmy just shat the bed the other night, bro. Jimmy ain't foolproof now. He really ain't. I mean, he's seeing all the usage. 44, 44, 40, 48, 53, 45, 30. Oh, yeah, that was a while ago. He had a bad game. And that wasn't even horrible. It was 30 against New Orleans. So, yeah, Jimmy. Well, yeah, because Jimmy did say that he was going to assume more of the scoring role. So, okay, I can dig that. And this Minnesota-Philly game could be the Houston-New Orleans game from last night. So, yeah. Okay. I stand corrected. Look at the usage on Jimmy Butler, 40.8%. That's a ton. That's a ton. That's a ton. Jamal Crawford at 3.6 looks usable too. I like that. So we rolled through, man, developed our initial player pool. If you want to see what we do, man, go ahead and hit up the website, www.defenseworkshop.com. $14.99 monthly, 50 cents a day. Have a cup of coffee. Option 2, $119.99. Get you through the entire calendar year. That's going to be the rest of football, basketball, and baseball. Right back around to basketball where we're at right now. So that's pretty solid. Yo, shout out to the homie D-Tech Nation from over at Wise Take, man. I see him at the top, way high in the tournament, man. Hope you can hold that spot, man. It's always good when one of the homies from the sweatshop grows on and does this thing, man. So a big shout out to the homie Paulie D. Yo, let's go out and let's have a wonderful, positive day. Meet me back here at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be going through today's slate. Remember, 7 games. It's all good. Keep it real. Keep it honest. And always, always keep it 300. Peace.